Good evening, students. Welcome to my 7th lecture on circuit theory. Today I will try to conclude the Laplace transform. Since last two lectures we have studied about the basic concepts of Laplace transform. Now today we will see how to apply these concepts in electrical engineering. Let us first take one example, how to solve the differential equation using Laplace transform. Let us take one example. This differential equation, given that x0 equal to 2. Now obviously x is a function of t, because here the differentiation is done with respect to t. Now let us Laplace transform both the sides. We know that Laplace transform of xt equal to xs. So Laplace transform of dx dt equal to what? Sxs minus x0 plus, this is the Laplace transform of this one, plus Laplace transform of x equal to, x means xt, so Laplace transform of x equal to 4x equal to Laplace transform of 4x equal to 4xs. In the right hand side we will get Laplace transform of 5 equal to 5 by s. Now replace this one, replace x0 by 2, so sxs minus 2 plus 4xs equal to 5 by s. So s plus 4 into xs equal to what? 5 by s plus 2. Therefore this is equal to 2s plus 5 by s. So xs equal to what? 2s plus 5 by s into s plus 4. Now we want to determine xt from this expression. So we have to take inverse Laplace transform of this one, 2s plus 5 by s into s plus 4. Now in order to take inverse, in order to make this inverse Laplace transform, we have to take the help of partial fraction concept, what we have learned in school mathematics. So 2s plus 5 by s into s plus 4 equal to what? A by s plus b by s plus 4. So a into s plus 4 plus b into s by s into s plus 4 equal to what? 2s plus 5 by s into s plus 4. Therefore two numerators are equal as two denominators are equal. So a into s plus 4 plus ds equal to 2s plus 5 Now put s equal to 0. If s equal to 0, so this term will be vanished. So we will get 4a. In the right hand side we will get 4a equal to 5. So a equal to 5 by 4. Now put s equal to minus 4. If s equal to minus 4, then this will be vanished. A into 0. So minus 4b equal to what? Minus 4b equal to minus 8 plus 5 equal to minus 3. So b equal to 3 by 4. b equal to 3 by 4. So we can write this one 2s plus 5 by s into s plus 4 equal to a by s. A means 5 by 4, inverse Laplace transform of 5 by 4 into 5 by 4 by s plus 3 by 4 into s plus 4. Hence xt equal to, we know that Laplace transform of 1 equal to 1 by s. So inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s equal to 1. So this is 5 by 4 plus 3 by 4 into e to the power minus 40, because we know that Laplace transform of e to the power at equal to what? 1 by s minus a. So as this is equal to minus 4, minus of minus 4. So this is the solution of this differential equation. So we can well solve one differential equation using the Laplace transform. Now we will see how to convert one inductor or a capacitor in S domain. In T domain, we have to work or we have to deal with L and C, and corresponding equations are here. Voltage across the inductor is equal to L di dt, and in C the current through the capacitor is equal to what? C dv dt. Now we have to avoid these differentiation terms, so we have to convert the S and C, the L and T by equivalent transformed network. Let us see how we should convert these L and C in S domain. Here VL equal to L di dt. So let us take the Laplace transform in both the sides. So VL is equal to what? L into SIS minus I0. So this is SL IS minus LI0. VL equal to this one, or IL equal to what? IL equal to IS. This is IS. IS equal to VL is by SL plus I0 by S. Here I0 is the initial current. VLS equal to what? This is SL VLS. Apply KVL across this loop. we will get VLS equal to what? VLS equal to SL into IL, SL into IX minus LI0. And if we draw an equivalent circuit from this equation, we will get, this is current source equal to IS, this is the impedance SL, and this is I0 by S. Okay. Now let us take the case of the capacitor. The corresponding or governing equation of the capacitor is IC equal to C dV dt. This is IC. So let us take the Laplace transform of both the sides. So ICS equal to C into SVS minus V0. Okay. So ICS equal to SC VS minus C V0, or VS equal to ICS by SC plus V0 by S. Okay. Therefore, if we want to draw the equivalent current source circuit, we will get, from this equation we will get, this is the current source ICS, and the equivalent impedance here is, this is 1 by SC into VS equal to, let us write it, VS by let us write SC into VS equal to what? VS by 1 by SC. Okay. So this is the impedance, this is equivalent to the impedance 1 by SC, and this term, for this term we have to write, this is equal to C V0. So voltage, if voltage across the capacitor, if voltage across this equal to Vs, voltage across the capacitor is, if Vs, then current through is it equal to Vs by this one, so Vs by 1 by SC. Okay, here also, if voltage across the inductor equal to, here VLS. Okay, if VLS, voltage across the inductor is VLS, so current through this equal to VLS by SL. So current equation, we can satisfy this current equation, IS equal to this current plus this current. So this current equal to VLS by SL, and this current is I0 by S. Here also this current equal to sum total of this current and this current equal to what? Vs by 1 by SC. This is the impedance, not the reactance, this is the impedance. So this equation can well be satisfied. Now let us look the voltage equation, voltage equivalent circuit. The voltage equivalent circuit gives us that this is the voltage Vs, and Vs equal to ICS by SC, 1 by SC, ICS into 1 by SC. This is the impedance 1 by SC, and this voltage equal to V0 by S. This voltage equal to V0 by S, and where V0 is initial condition, initial voltage across the capacitor. So in a nutshell, if all the initial conditions are 0, if all the initial conditions are equal to 0, that is initial current through the inductor is equal to 0 and initial voltage across the capacitor is equal to 0, then we will get from this circuit, we will get this is equivalent to this one. This is 1 by, this is SL, and this is if V, and if this is I. So Vs equal to SL into IS. Okay. So Vs by Is equal to what? SL. So Vs by Is equal to the reactance or impedance, as there is no resistance, so we can call it the reactance or transformed impedance. In time domain, we know that for L, the equivalent reactance was J omega L. Here we saw that the equivalent reactance or impedance is equal to S into L. Here J omega L, in time domain that was J omega L, and here SL. Okay. In the previous lecture, we called S as sigma plus J omega. Sigma is for attenuation. This term is called for attenuation or amplification. As there is no resistance, so there is no attenuation will happen here. So sigma is equal to 0. So if sigma is equal to 0, J omega is equal to S. So in each case, here also we have, in case of capacitor, we have seen that in capacitor we have seen that Xc equal to what? Xc was 1 by J omega C, and in S domain we have seen the equivalent reactance equal to 1 by SC, or S equal to J omega, as there is no case of attenuation or amplification here. Okay. So every time we will replace this L by SL, and we will replace C by 1 by SC. Okay. Now this concept is very important. Now let us see how to apply the concepts of Laplace transform or transform network in electrical engineering. Let us take one series RL circuit. One series RL circuit is excited by one voltage source V. This is R, this is equal to L. So the governing equation is what? Ri plus L di dt equal to V. Now definitely this is one differential equation. We have to convert it into the equivalent algebraic equation and solve. Now let us assume the initial current through the capacitor, through the inductor is equal to 0. Now let us take the Laplace transform of both the sides. So R into Is plus SL into Is equal to what? V by S. So R plus SL into Is equal to what? V by S. So Is equal to V by S into R plus SL. Now let V equal to 1 volt, R equal to 1 ohm and L equal to 1 Henry. So Is will be equal to 1 by S into S plus 1. Now we have to determine It by inverse Laplace transform of this expression, inverse Laplace transform of S 1 by S into S plus 1. So using partial fraction, this will be equal to 1 by S plus 1 minus 1 by S. Sorry, this will be equal to 1 by S minus 1 by S plus 1. Okay, so It equal to what? Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by S equal to 1 and inverse Laplace transform of 1 by S plus 1 equal to e to the power minus t. So the plot of I with respect to time will be equal to this one. Initially, when t equal to 0, the magnitude or the value of I equal to 0, because if t equal to 0, this will be equal to 1 and It equal to 0. And when t equal to infinity, this will go to 0 and the final value will be equal to 1. Now in this context, let us learn two very important theorems. One is initial value theorem. Initial value theorem says us that the initial value of one function, here the function is I, initial value of this one equal to the value of It at t equal to 0 or I0. This is equal to I0. This will be determined using this formula, S into limit S tends to infinity, S into Is. Let us check this one. Is equal to what? Is equal to 1 by S into S plus 1. So S into Is equal to what? 1 by S plus 1. Now if we put S equal to infinity here, we will get a 0. Now this is proof that the initial value of It equal to 0. Now next very important theorem is final value theorem. Now final value theorem says us that the final value of It final value means when t equal to infinity, t tends to infinity, or I infinity equal to limit s tends to 0, s into is. Here s into is equal to what? S into is equal to 1 by s plus 1. So I infinity equal to s plus 1. S plus 1 equal to 1. Now this was proved already that the final value of I, that is I at infinity, is equal to 1. Now this is very important, that final value theorem is only applicable if this function SIS has no pole on the right hand side of S plane, or no pole on the right hand side of S plane, or only an imaginary quantity. Now what is pole? Pole means, in one expression here, s into is equal to 1 by s plus 1. So for some values of s, this expression SIS will go to infinity. Okay. Now these values are called poles of SIS. Okay. Here, if s equal to minus 1, then SIS, the value of SIS equal to infinity. So s equal to minus 1 is a pole of this expression, is a pole of this quantity SIS. So this is on the left hand side, definitely this is on the left hand side, s equal to minus 1. Now if s where s is equal to 1 by s minus 1. Now the pole of SIS where s equal to 1. Now if s equal to 1 is on the right hand side of S plane, this is s equal to 1. So in this case we cannot apply the final value theorem. Or if s where SIS equal to say 1 by s into s minus 1 or s plus 1. Now s equal to 0 and s equal to minus 1. These are two poles. But one pole is on the imaginary axis. Okay. Now, or only an imaginary quantity, not only an imaginary quantity, on the imaginary axis. Now one pole is in the imaginary axis, s equal to 0, and another pole is s equal to minus 1. So here also we cannot apply the final value theorem. Okay, so determine the inverse Laplace transform of this one. Now we can see that this can be factorized. So Fs equal to s plus 6 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 3. Now this is equal to this. all the quantities are 1 degree. So 1 by s, a by s into b by s plus 1 plus c by s plus 3. Hence a into s plus 1 into s plus 3 plus sb into s plus 3 plus sc into s plus 1, this will be equal to s plus 6. Now let us put s equal to 0. If s equal to 0, then these two terms will be vanished. So a into 3 or 3a, s equal to 0 means a. Now if s equal to 0, if s equal to 0, then a into 1 into 3, that is 3a, equal to 6 or a equal to 2. Now put s equal to what? Minus 1. Now we have to make, among these three expressions, we have to make 2 equal to 0. Any 2 equal to 0. Okay, so we put s equal to 0 first. If s equal to 0, then these two items will be equal to 0. Now if s equal to minus 1, this one and this one will be vanished. So b into minus 1 into 2 equal to what? Minus 1 means 5. Minus 1 means minus 1 plus 6 equal to 5. So minus 2b equal to 5 or b equal to minus 5 by 2. Now let us put s equal to minus 3. If s equal to minus 3, then these first two terms will be equal to 0. So minus 3 into minus 2, minus 3, s equal to minus 3. So minus 3 into minus 2 into c equal to what? Minus 3 plus 6 equal to 3. So 6c equal to 3 or c equal to 1 by 2. Now from this expression, f is equal to a by s. A means 2. So 2 by s plus b by s plus 1 equal to minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 by s plus 1 plus c by s plus 3. C means half. So half s plus 3. Now ft or inverse Laplace transform of fs, inverse Laplace transform of fs, this will be equal to inverse Laplace transform of all these three quantities separately. So this will give us 2, this will give us 5 by 2 e to the power minus t, and this will give us 1 by 2 e to the power minus 3t. Okay, so inverse Laplace transform of this expression is equal to this one. Determine one more inverse Laplace transform. The expression of fs equal to 1 by s square plus 4s plus 8. So this is equal to 1 by s square plus 4s plus 4 plus 4. Now this can be written as 1 by s plus 2 square plus 2 square. So this can be written as half into 2 by s plus 2 square plus 2 square. Now we know that Laplace transform of sin omega t equal to what? Omega by s square plus omega square, and Laplace transform of e to the power minus at sin omega t equal to what? Omega by s plus a square plus omega square. Hence, the inverse Laplace transform of Fs or inverse Laplace transform of this expression equal to what? Half into e to the power minus 2t sin 2t. Okay, this is omega and this is a. Both are 2. Now let us determine one more Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform. Say Fs equal to s plus 2 by s square plus say 4s plus 6. So we can write this one equal to s plus 2 by s plus 2 square plus what? S square plus 4s plus 2. So this one, or this is equal to s plus 2 by s plus 2 square plus root 2 square. Okay, now we know that Laplace transform of cos omega t equal to s by s square plus omega square, and Laplace transform of e to the power minus at cos omega t equal to s plus a by s plus a square plus omega square. Now if we compare these two expressions, we can see that a equal to here 2, a equal to here 2, and omega equal to root 2. So inverse Laplace transform of this expression equal to e to the power minus at, e to the power minus at equal to minus 2t into cos root 2t. Okay. Now let us determine the inverse Laplace transform of this expression 5 by s into s square plus 4s plus 5. Here this is obvious that we cannot factorize this expression. So one term is 1 degree and another term is 2 degree for quadratic equation. So this can be written as a by s plus bs plus c by s square plus 4s plus 5. So by virtue of the partial fraction, we can write this one equal to this one. Hence, we can conclude that a into s square plus 4s plus 5 plus s into bs plus c is equal to 5. So s square into a plus b plus s into here s into 4a plus c, 4as plus sc plus 5a is equal to 5. Now compare the coefficient of s square. Here coefficient of s square is equal to 0. Here the coefficient of s square equal to a plus b. So a plus b is equal to 0. Now coefficient of s here is 4a plus c and here the coefficient of s is equal to 0. Now 5a, the constant term here is 5a and constant term here is 5. So 5a equal to 5, and if 5a equal to 5, so a equal to 1. If a equal to 1, then c equal to minus 4 and b equal to minus 1. Okay, so we can write fs equal to what? A by s, that is 1 by s, plus bs plus c. Bs means s plus 4 by minus s plus 4 by s square plus 4s plus 5. So we can write this as 1 by s plus minus, say, s plus 2 plus 2, s plus 2 plus 2 into s squared plus 4s plus 4 plus 1. So this is equal to 1 by s minus s plus 2 by s plus 2 square plus 1 square minus 2 by s plus 2 square plus 1 square. Now from the concept of Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform, from the concept of Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform, we can write ft, that is inverse Laplace transform of fs, is equal to inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s equal to 1 minus, this will be e to the power minus 2t cos t, here omega is equal to 1. Now this is equal to minus 2 into e to the power minus 2t sin t. Okay, now this is the inverse Laplace transform of this one. Let us determine the inverse Laplace transform of this expression. Now the denominator, we can see that the denominator can be written as s square plus 2s, numerator is s square plus 2s plus 3, and denominator is equal to s plus 2 whole cube. So there is one repeated root, or s plus 2 whole cube means s plus 2 into s plus 2 into s plus 2. So there is one repeated root. Now this can be written as a by s plus 2 plus b by s plus 2 square plus c by s plus 2 cube. This is the by virtue of the partial fraction. So the LCM of these three is s plus 2 whole cube, and this is equal to s plus 2 square plus b into s plus 2 plus c. So we can conclude that hence the numerators are equal. So a into s plus 2 square plus b into s plus 2 plus c is equal to s square plus 2s plus 3. So a into s square plus 4s plus 4 plus b into s plus 2 plus c is equal to s square plus 2s plus 3. Therefore we can write it as square plus there is no other coefficient of s square other than a. Now s into here 4a plus b, and the constant term is 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to s square plus 2s plus 3. Now comparing the coefficients of both the sides, we will get a equal to 2. Now the coefficient of s both the sides, compare the coefficient of s both the sides. So 4a plus b is equal to what? 2. Now put a equal to 2 here. So 8a plus b, now a equal to 2 means 8 plus b equal to 2. So b equal to what? B equal to minus 6. Now 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 3. Now replace 4a by 8 and replace 2b by, as b equal to minus 6, so this is equal to minus 12 plus c equal to 3, or c equal to what? C equal to 7. Now sorry for my mistake, I did one mistake, that the coefficient of s square here is 1, so a equal to 1. Now if a equal to 1, then 4 plus b is equal to 2. So b equal to what? B equal to minus 2. Now 4a means 4 and this is equal to 2b. 2b means minus 4. As b equal to minus 2, so 2b equal to minus 4 plus c equal to 3. So c equal to what? C equal to 3. Replace these three constants. These three constants are determined separately. So fs equal to what? A by s plus 2. A is 1, so s plus 2. B equal to minus 2, so minus 2 by s plus 2 square, and c is equal to 3, so this is 3 by s plus 2 cube. Now we know that ft, as ft equal to, this is e to the power minus 2t. Now we know that Laplace transform of t to the power n equal to what? T to the power n equal to factorial n by s to the power n plus 1, where n is one integer. So Laplace transform of t square, Laplace transform of t equal to what? 1 by s square. So Laplace transform of t e to the power minus at is equal to 1 by s plus a square. So Laplace inverse Laplace transform of minus 2 by s plus 2 whole square is equal to minus t e to the power minus 2t. Okay. Now Laplace transform of t square equal to what? T square equal to 2 by s cube. So we can write this one as 3 by 2 into t square e to the power minus 2t. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of this expression. Okay. Now let us conclude for today. Now from the very next day we will start discussing about the circuit transients. Thank you.